Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, art history enthusiasts and visual culture aficionados. It's me again, Miss M, and I'm back with yet another video. This time, I'm going to talk about what I said I was going to talk about in this here video that I made 7 minutes ago, according to YouTube's counter, my coffee break video from, and I put the date. I've decided to start to date the coffee break videos just to sort of give my channel so I know when I did stuff, right? So I could just look and know. And I decided to talk about this right away. I decided to do a couple of videos tonight to get them out of the way, and I just felt like talking. All right, I said, what did I say I was going to talk about in this video? If you watched it, if you didn't, that's fine. But another reason, and I always say this, I'm starting out at the homepage of my channel so you know you're in the right place, the object of art, where all the good videos are. But, yeah, I said I was going to talk about Rudy G. Okay, Rudy Giuliani and his appearance. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I forgot to get rid of. Well, I guess it's appropriate for her to be here because we're going to sip on some tea. All right, tea, coffee, whatever you enjoy sipping on when you sit around talking all kinds of stuff with your friends about all kinds of people. That's the fun part about tea and coffee. Usually you gossip over it. But no, we're not here to do that. We're not here to gossip. I'm here to speculate. I'm here to speculate. These are my little theories. And I can do that because it's my channel. But art. Whatever I said in this video, you go ahead and watch it. It's a good one. I think there's a lot of performance art that happens in what can be called political theater. And this is the article I linked to in my coffee break video. The last one. Watch Rudy Giuliani's masked singer appearance cause Ken Jeong walkout. Is that Robert Duvall? Co-judge Nicole Scherzinger first asked after Giuliani's unmasking. So here he is smiling like he's done something. And maybe he has. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't know what it is that he's done, but this is my crazy ass, off the wall, conspiracy theory. I think a lot of politicians, especially these very theatrical ones, like Rudy, you could say, you don't have to like him, you don't have to hate, you don't have to dislike him. That's not what this is about. No, I'm talking about the stuff that's going on, the visual issues and aspects that we're witnessing when particularly theatrical politicians or political figures do stuff like this. This has got the internet abuzz, and it should, because this is weird. This guy, Rudy, okay, he's been a very, I guess, vocal and prominent figure for a long time. I mean, he was the mayor of New York City during 9/11, so that sort of earned him a place in history, American history, as that was a very traumatic event. A lot of people died. A lot of people suffered. That was the day that shocked us all. If you happened to be alive at that time and aware of what was going on, oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. And he was the mayor of New York City during that time. Now, there are all kinds of conspiracy theories that say good things about Rudy during that time in history and say bad things about him during that time in history. And again, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just letting you know that this man has been a part of the political stage in this country for at least since 9/11, 2001. But going much farther back than that. Okay, we go back to the 90s, the 80s, I think even the 70s. He has been around for quite some time. And he's done a lot of stuff, and he's been involved in a lot of stuff. And he's throughout his whole career. Again, doesn't matter whether or not you like him. That's not what we're here to discuss. But throughout I can't think Maybe I'm ignorant and I don't know everything there is to know, that's for sure. But I can't think of a figure who has been quite as quite as much of a showman in his field as Rudy has. And yeah, I'm calling him by his first name, Rudy. That's, you know who I'm talking about, Rudy. And he always makes a big splash. He makes a big splash, and he wants to be seen. He does what he does because he wants to cause a stir. All right, and he's very good at it. He's very good at drawing attention to himself. Kind of like somebody he's very closely connected to. I think you know what name I'm about to say. Yeah, Donald Trump. Well, there's some more performance art right there. Donald Trump, like, he does everything in the grand manner. These are not two guys, Rudy and Donald, who just, like, they're there not to be seen or heard. No, they want everybody to see them. They want everybody to hear them. They want everybody to know about all kinds of stuff. They make statements. They make loud statements. They represent themselves in a very eye-catching way. They don't do anything small. All right, when when they do something, everybody sees and everybody knows about it, and that's their goal. Now, why is that the case? And specifically today, I'm talking about Rudy. Why is that the case with Rudy? Why does he do these things? You might be wondering. I know I'm wondering, and I'm here to kind of put forth my theory as to why I think he does this. There's so much more to this man than meets the eye. Again, doesn't matter how you feel about him, whether your opinion of him is positive or negative. Not here to talk about that. Not here to talk about his political decisions or his legal career. Okay, this person, he's done incredible things way before he became mayor of New York City. He did amazing things involving, putting away a lot of mafia figures in New York. That's where he's from. In, I think it was the 80s and the 90s. All right, in the 80s and 90s, he put away a lot of, like, big name people in the world of organized crime. And he was theatrical when he did that too. Oh my God. You could find pictures of him holding press conferences and doing stuff where it's like, really, is that him? Like, what's he doing? What is he trying to do with this picture? Why is he looking like that? What's going on? And I won't, I'm not going to show that here because I don't have that kind of time. But I just want to talk about this because this is the buzz lately. Watch Rudy Giuliani's Masked Singer appearance cause Ken Jeong walk out. And you know what I'm mad at? If I will put forth, like, a definite opinion on something, I don't like how they're treating Ken Jeong. I don't. In this story, or this series of stories that they're doing about this event, like, Ken Jeong is entitled to his opinion. He doesn't have to like, if he in fact, that we still don't know how, or at least I don't, because I haven't done that kind of research. I don't know how Ken Jeong feels about Rudy Giuliani, but he gets to feel however he wants to feel. And he didn't walk out. Okay, I'm not going to go, and you can find the video yourself. Ken Jeong, he doesn't really say anything when it's revealed that it's Rudy Giuliani singing Bad to the Bone on the show. He stays in his spot. He's being respectful. Okay, and then after the whole thing is over and Rudy is done with his appearance, and then he, like, the box kind of wheels him off of the stage, and that's when Ken Jeong leaves, when it's okay to leave. He stays and he fulfills his obligation as a panelist or whatever he is on the show, and then he leaves after his obligation has been fulfilled. So I think that is deceptive reporting. But that's just me. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But again, I don't think that Ken Jeong deserves to be misrepresented that way, which is what I think is going on. Okay? Again, I'm still not saying whether or not, expressing any positive or negative opinion about Rudy as a person or as a politician or as a legal force or whatever. No, I'm just saying these articles that we read in the media, they lie. They misrepresent things. And Ken Jeong can feel the way he wants to feel, but I still think he believed more or less, no, not believed. I think Jeong still behaved more or less professionally in his role that he was fulfilling on that show, The Masked Singer. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Is that Robert Duvall, really? Okay. The long-awaited cringe appearance of Rudy Giuliani belting out tunes on Fox's The Masked Singer is finally here. Originally reported in February, the episode, April 20th, that led to Judge Kang Jeong walking off set. See, I already covered that. I'm not going to talk about that again. Giuliani dressed as a jack-in-the-box. More lies. More lies. He wasn't dressed as a jack-in-the-box. What is wrong with these people? IndieWire. Come on, stop it. First, Ken Jeong walks off, he walks off after Rudy was done. He walks off after Rudy was done with his... Oh, I said I wasn't going to talk about it again, but never mind. And now he's dressed as a jack-in-the-box. Really? No, he's not, and that's what I'm going to cover in this video. He was voted off in a single-round elimination after his one and only performance of Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood and the Destroyers. This choice of song is interesting, let me tell you that. I don't know who chose it. I think it probably was Rudy, but I could be wrong. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Bad to the Bone. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Former Associate Attorney General, former Mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani, host Nick Cannon said on stage while Giuliani took off his mask. Is that Robert Duvall? Judge Nicole Scherzinger asked, as Jeong clarified, no, it is not at all. The Godfather alum. Thicke added, this is definitely something I never would have guessed. Host Cannon asked why Giuliani chose to compete on the reality series, saying, well, Mr. Giuliani, with all of the controversy that's surrounding you right now, I think it surprises us all that you're on The Masked Singer. Yeah, Nick Cannon, yeah, it is a surprise. Why? And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm making this video, to explain why I think, in my opinion, Rudy Giuliani decided to appear on this show. He knew he was going to get eliminated. He wasn't there to win anything. If there is in fact something to win on this show, I don't know. I've never watched it, and I'm not gonna. But he didn't expect to make it past round one. I don't think Rudy did. But anyway, so Nick's right. All the controversy surrounding him. Why is he here? Good-ass question, Nick. Good-ass question. Giuliani replied, me too. Me too. I think it's I guess. Yeah, it surprises all of us. So Giuliani says, me too. That means he's surprised too. Well, I guess the main reason is I just had a granddaughter, Grace. And I want her to know that you should try everything, even things that are completely unlike you and unlikely. Oh boy. And I couldn't think of anything more... What? Oh, thanks, IndieWire. And I couldn't think of anything more unlike me and unlikely than this. This is coming from a man who has dressed in drag. This unlikely? Really? Unlike you? Really, Rudy? This is coming from a man who dressed in, women's clothing, a wig, makeup, the whole thing, and was filmed that way, and that was shown to all of America. It wasn't a secret. He was doing it to... When I said that this man is theatrical, and he takes it, over the top, I meant it, okay? So, keep that in mind. And I couldn't think of anything more unlike me and unlikely than this, from a man who has dressed in drag before and been on TV that way. No, this is not unlike you, Rudy. Come on now. I guess he's talking to the young people who maybe don't remember that. No, I remember, because I'm not young. I remember you dressed in drag. Come on, this is very like you. This is very likely. All right, and I enjoy the show. I have for years. Okay, so he's a fan of the show. Great. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. As Giuliani began singing his song again at the show's close, judges Jenny McCarthy and Scherzinger began dancing while Jeong stood cross-armed before leaving the stage muttering, "I'm done." Okay, see, I don't like the way that they're maligning Ken Jeong. He doesn't deserve that. They could have cut that part out, him muttering and saying, "I'm done." But even if he... Listen, I'm trying to be fair. Even if he did say, "I'm done," that, maybe he's just like shocked, you know? He just doesn't know what to think, and that's why he's done, quote unquote done. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not doing this video about Ken Jeong. I'm doing it about Rudy Giuliani and his theatrical nature. Giuliani was suspended from practicing law in New York last year when a court found that he made demonstrably false statements about Trump's 2020 election loss. His appearance on The Masked Singer led to audience backlash, with one viewer writing, "We really have failed as a society." Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Really? Did they? Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. One viewer. Y'all, people, listen. Ooh, the deception. I'm just going to leave that right there. You can Google that. We really have failed as a society. And who said that in reference to Rudy's appearance on The Masked Singer? All right, they're lying. They lied about Jeong. All right, I'm trying to be fair. They lied about Jeong. His behavior wasn't, in my opinion, Jeong's behavior wasn't disrespectful. And then this here, who is the viewer? Shit. Who is the viewer who wrote this? Oh, The Masked Singer and Dancing with the Stars are just reputation laundering schemes, New York Magazine features writer E. Alex Jung previously quipped. And what's wrong with that? It's a fucking show on TV. It's there to entertain people. It follows in a long tradition of shows featuring celebrities who, surprise people with their appearance on the show. This is going back to the 50s. There were shows where all kinds of celebrities appeared, including artists like Salvador Dali, and I think it was called What's My Line? I think Salvador Dali was on that show twice. Salvador Dali, Art Carney, and the panelists are blindfolded, and the celebrity answers questions, from the panelists, so they can guess who that person is or what they do for a living or whatever. Going back to the 1950s, shows like this have been around. Were those reputation laundering schemes back in the 50s? Maybe. But they were also entertainment, just like this is now. So I really wish these people would just shut up and no. And actor Patton Oswalt. Oh, yeah. Oswalt says, or joked, "Are we sure this didn't happen at the Masked Singer Fishing Supplies and Wig Emporium in Trenton, New Jersey?" Oh, is he very slyly making a reference to Rudy having worn a wig in the past in one of his theatrical to-dos? Is that what Patton is referring to? Okay, cool, if that's what he's referring to. The Masked Singer is known for having jaw-dropping surprise singers, with Republican politician Sarah Palin competing in 2020. And that's it. That's the article. So I use this article because, I'm glad I did. Because not going to comment. But the reveal, Jack in the Box. What did I say? Jack in the Box? No, it's not a Jack in the Box. Look, this is his costume. Okay? This is the costume. Does that look like a Jack-in-the-Box to you? First they say Jack-in-the-Box. What else did they say? What else did they say? They said Jack-in-the-Box. There it is. Jack-in-the-Box. All right. Mm-mm. What else do they say? There's another article where they here he is. Okay. Insider. Rudy Giuliani popped out of a Jack-in-the-Box in a bizarre clown costume. During an appearance on The Masked Singer. Okay, they say Jack-in-the-Box here and clown costume. Was it really a clown costume? Appeared in The Masked Singer, clown in a Jack-in-the-Box. Really? Really? Okay. A grinning Giuliani belted out a rendition of Bad to the Bone by rock band George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Judge, again with the Ken Jeong thing, looked visibly disturbed. That is his right to look and feel however he wants to, visibly disturbed by Giuliani's appearance, then stormed off stage. Stormed? Okay, they're doing too much. They're not only, I mean, you know, they're not being impartial about Rudy Giuliani, which I guess who would expect them to be, because whatever. But Jeong, why are they trying to make him look bad? And I know that sound, you guys might be like, no, they're not trying to make Ken Jeong look bad. Yeah, they are. They're making him look unprofessional. And, like, I just want to know why. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Former Trump lawyer and fringe conservative figure, fringe conservative figure, Rudy Giuliani's much hyped appearance on The Masked Singer was finally televised this week. The former New York mayor's time on the show involved him dressed in a gigantic bulbous clown mask. Are these people blind? Son of a bitch. Where? Clown mask. Okay. All right, this is what they're referring to. This is the top. This is the part that covers his head. Does that look like a clown mask to you? God damn. Where are we? Oh, it reset it for me. Okay, a gigantic bulbous clown mask, halfway nestled in a huge Jack-in-the-Box prop, decorated with a colorful question mark. Giuliani also performed an off-key rendition of Bad to the Bone by rock band George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Okay. Panelists Robin Thicke, Jenny McCarthy, Ken Jeong, and Nicole Scherzinger were all asked to guess the identity of the masked clown after Giuliani was voted off the show. Jeong, for one, made a wild guess. Oh, well. Didn't know this, because I don't watch the show. But for one, made a wild guess that the clown was Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, while Thicke thought it might have been actor Robert Duvall. Well, okay. They were all proven wrong when host Nick Cannon and a stage assistant helped get the big clown again, a clown mask? Really? Have these people never seen a clown? Helped get the big clown mask off Giuliani, who emerged grinning widely and rubbing his head. Is that Robert Duvall? Scherzinger said immediately after Giuliani's clown mask came off. No, that's not Robert Duvall, replied Jeong, who looked visibly displeased and was seen with his arms folded as audience member reacted to the Giuliani bombshell. This is definitely something I never would have guessed, Judge Robin Thicke said. Okay. Jeong was later stormed off stage saying was later stormed off stage. Okay, y'all, I'm not the grammar police, but Jeong was, so somebody stormed him? Or did he storm off himself? They need to get this shit together. I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of this. Jeong was later stormed off stage saying, I'm done. Insiders Laura Frias reported in February on Jeong's walk-off during filming. Ken felt disrespected and was livid to see Rudy was under the mask, which is why he walked off. A source told People magazine at the time. Oh, dear. Dear. A source, huh? Love that shit, too. A source. Okay, let's keep it moving. The controversial former mayor has been subpoenaed by the January 6th committee investigating the Capitol riot. Giuliani is also facing a $1 billion defamation lawsuit from voting technology company Dominion Voting Systems, which alleges that he and Trump allies Sidney Powell and Mike Lindell wrought devastating harm on the company by peddling baseless voter fraud claims. Oh my. I didn't know that. I didn't know that last part. Oh, there's Elon. Okay, all right. There's Elon and Bill Gates. All these big names. Well, it is the insider. I shouldn't be surprised, should I? So there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. That was, that's the buzz. That's a controversy surrounding Rudy's appearance on this show. I still don't see what the big deal is. What? I think that the controversy is being generated by the media. They're the ones making a big deal about this. They're also the ones making a big deal about Ken Jeong's behavior, which I don't think is that bad, if it's bad at all. He didn't. He was. He might have been displeased, but he was polite. And okay, let me just leave that alone. I can't get over the way they're. And they're lying. They said the number one lie. Jack in the Box. Okay, I can see why they said a Jack in the Box, because he's in a box. Alright, I get that. But it's not a goddamn Jack in the Box. A Jack in the Box has a crank on the other side. We've all played with them as children. You crank the thing, it has a little song, and then it pops open, and there comes, this creature pops out of the box. Whether it's a clown or something like that. And now, they say clown costume. Whew, I'm going to show you the picture again. That's not a clown costume. Not to me, anyway. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Or that if you disagree with me. I don't think I'm wrong. Not at this point. But how many... maybe there are clowns who have this kind of mask on. But usually, clown looks like this. Okay? Whereas they don't have very many pictures. All right, Wikipedia, thanks. Look, okay, good. They have plenty of pictures down here. Look at all these clowns. I'm sorry. Look at all these clowns. Not one of them resembles this here. Okay? That's what a clown looks like. This is a good example. A lot of people are afraid of them. I can kind of see why, but a lot of people are afraid of The Exorcist. I totally can't see why people are that scared of that movie, but that's never mind. Okay, and so I said, but the first picture I saw of him on this show was like this up here. And I said, he looks like a court jester, which this is the page for court jesters, or jesters in general. And that's what they look like. They look terrible. I don't see any of them with the same kind of setup or the same kind of quote-unquote mask that Rudy's wearing on this Masked Singer show. But when we're talking about Jack in the Boxes, that's what pops out of them. Either a clown figure or a jester figure. Sometimes clowns and jesters are interchangeable, but not really. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of that. However, I'll just leave it alone. Okay, that's what you get from a Jack in the Box. You don't get this, usually, from a Jack in the Box. You don't. But, like I said, performance art. That's what I believe is going on here. That's what I believe Rudy is doing. Again, we are talking to a man who has dressed in drag in the past, and he had no problem with everybody seeing him. Of course, there's nothing wrong with dressing in drag, but I'm talking about Rudy Giuliani. When people say that, maybe you think that, that's a secret sort of video. No, it's not a secret video. He was on TV. And he wanted everybody to see him on TV. Dressed in women's clothes. And kissing Donald Trump and whatever. They put on a show. All right. And also, in addition to that, and I didn't provide a link to this. You're just going to have to look this up on your own. But he Rudy Giuliani back in the day, I think he like dressed up as a Hell's Angel or a member of some kind of gang like that to purchase drugs for an investigation that he was involved in. Again, this was back in the like early 80s, late 70s. I'm not sure. You're going to have to look it up. He's wearing like a leather vest. He looks like a motorcycle gang kind of person. And he undercover purchased like hard drugs, And there are pictures of him with the little baggie or the little vial of drugs, and him dressed as a gang member at the time in New York City. He was young enough to pull it off, I guess. I don't know. But, like, this is a person who has no problem and he has no qualms about being seen, engaging in his antics and shenanigans. So, the fact that people are so surprised about this, and he says this is unlike me. Oh, sure. Yeah, like, I'm so sure, Rudy. I'll sound like a California girl for a second. I'm, like, so sure. But anyway, clown, jester, that's what you get in Jack in the Boxes. Not this. Not this. Now, on to my next thing. I put this up, and I'm going to put this in the description for your own entertainment and reading enjoyment and possibly education. Opera blog. Rudy Giuliani, and I've done my research for this video, let me tell you. He's a big fan of opera. He's a huge fan of opera. That's like one of his favorite things. Opera and cigars. Make of that what you will. Opera blog, the history of the court jester and Verdi's Rigoletto. So this is interesting. This is an interesting kind of historical summary of the what role jesters actually did play in the courts of Europe way back when, and how they were represented in theater, drama, specifically operatic performances. And I just thought this would be good for people if they want to read it. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to entertain and educate. So that's a cute link, okay? The court jester is a universal character. He can be found in ancient Rome and in China, in Renaissance Europe, and in Tsarist Russia, at the courts of the Middle East, and in classical Sanskrit plays of ancient India. Although there were a few known female jesters, historical studies show that the majority of jesters were men. And then it talks about, like the history of it. What I'm saying is, what I'm positing. Oh no, not her. I'm saying is, I said he's very theatrical, and I said he's very into opera. Is that what he's doing? Is he taking up the role of jester, court jester, and maybe he's taking it to a whole new level in what I believe is the performance art he's doing and has been doing for his entire career in the public eye. People, you don't have to like him, you don't have to hate him. You can not feel any way about him. That's an option. That is an option. But don't underestimate him. Don't underestimate him. Period. I know he looks the way he looks, and that's deliberate on his part. But this man has put a lot of people away. Behind bars. He's tangled with some of the most dangerous people in the history of organized crime. And, again, you don't have to like him. Your opinion of the election thing. I'm kind of wondering about that myself. I haven't thought about it too much, but now I'm going to have to think about it a little more. What was he up to? What was he trying to do? What was he trying to do? With all of that. Yeah, but whatever you think about this guy, do not underestimate him. Do not look upon him with any kind of, I don't know, disdain or whatever, because he's got everybody's number. If you ask me. Doing shit like this? I think, again, here, I'm going to take a little break and come back, but um, we're about to make a real sharp left turn into the world of conspiracy and speculation in that area and in that manner. Get ready. Because I could be totally wrong, but I could also be totally right too. So I'm going to take a little break and come back because I've been talking for 35 minutes. This is going to be a hell of a video. You might hate me after this. You might love me after this. You might not care either way. But I'm here to say what I think is going on. And you can agree with it or not. So that's that. I'll be back in a minute or so. Hold on. Hello again. I'm back. I had to take a little coffee break myself, but like I said before I took my little break, and I hope Zuzu is with me tonight because I hope this thing takes. But Rudy, I said I'm going to take a sharp left. We're going to make a hard left turn into conspiracy theory land. All right. So, like, what is he doing? What is this man doing? This is not, in my opinion, like everything in this video is basically my opinion. Okay, so in my opinion, he's trying to say something. He's trying to send some kind of message. I think that's what he does. I think, whether he's a person that you like or don't like, he's no idiot. I think he's got genius quality, intelligence. I think he's like a bona fide certified, yes, genius. What is he up to? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is he up to? Again, it's not a freaking jack-in-the-box. He happens to be in a box with question marks on it. You could say, well, that's because it's the masked singer and the identity of the singer is a secret until the reveal. Okay. That might be one reason for the question marks on the box. Where is it? Here. You can see the top of the question mark here. Okay, that might be one reason, but it's not a jack-in-the-box per se. It could be. Maybe he's playing the role of clown or jester. And the role of the jester, if you read this article that I put up here, upper blog, The History of the Court Jester and Verdi's Rigoletto. And I told you, Giuliani, Rudy, that's like two of his favorite things, opera and cigars. So this man probably knows opera. All right? And the jester character. The jester is like the only person who can tell the truth in these court setups and not have to suffer for it, not be punished for it, not be executed for it. He can literally make fun of the king or whoever the monarch is to their face. Say some, out-of-pocket shit to the king's face and not have to be held accountable, answer for it, suffer for it, be executed for it. That's the jester's role. Is that what Rudy's... Oh, no, not her. Is that what Rudy's doing? By the way, this is tea. Tea doesn't, tea can be speculation. Is that what he's doing? And if he's doing that, in my opinion, yes, he is. But if he's doing that, why? Why? Why cause a stir like this and dress up in this outfit? Rudy, this is, you could say this is beneath him after his career and everything he's done. He's been mayor of New York City. He's put away, like, the mob and so on. Like, you could say this could be beneath him. No, it's not. He's having a great time. He took off those glasses. Whew. I want to know what that means. I think that's a signal. Conspiracy theory. Is he playing the role of jester? So hence the jack-in-the-box, either a clown or a jester would pop out of it. Okay, cool. But what about, I'm talking about this here. He's dressed, again with, sorry, Lisa. Okay. This is his full costume with the head. Okay? It's a bird. That's a beak. This yellow part is a beak. And up here is what's called the coxcomb. And what's a coxcomb? That's like the top part on the head of a rooster. So cock, that's not a cuss. That cock is another word for rooster. Roosters are very aggressive birds. All right, we'll get into that in a minute. But, this top part, that's poultry. There's a beak. It's not a clown. They keep saying, where is it? Where's the damn thing? They say, Jack in the Box in a bizarre clown costume. Okay. No, it's not a clown costume. It's a bird costume. Bird. And when I saw this, bird in a box, this is what I thought of. Bird box. Bird box. Everybody was making fun of this movie, Bird Box. But birds in boxes play a big role in this movie. The birds in this movie are there to alert Sandra Bullock's character that she's in danger. Or, there's danger coming. It's close. That's when the birds start chirping. When there is danger close. Is that what Rudy's doing? Dressed as a bird in a box with a question mark on it? Is that what he's trying to do? If he is, why? Why is he? Again, I'm speculating. This is my opinion. This is my opinion based on my observations and my interpretations of my observations of the things I've read, seen, analyzed, whatever. Is Rudy a bird in a box? A la the Bird Box film. Read through the plot if you haven't seen the movie. This is a pretty good explanation of what happens in the movie. Okay, so the birds are there to warn the people, in specifically Sandra Bullock's character, that, she's in danger. The evil, we think of them as evil in this movie, or the evil entities or the evil force, they're no good. Apparently, allegedly. I don't know. I need to watch this movie and analyze that, but not now. But the entities in this movie, when they are near, they cause horror, destruction, death. Okay. And the birds are the only thing that provides some kind of a warning. The birds in the box, the bird box. Okay. All right. Is that what's going on? Is that what he's doing? Birds? What do birds do? It says in this Wikipedia synopsis of the plot, it says that they chirp. Well, another thing that it's called, what birds do, they sing. That's what he did on this show. He sang. Specifically, what did he sing? They kept saying it. Now I can't find it. Come on. Never mind. I think, I'll just tell you. He sang the song Bad to the Bone. Bad. Okay, George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Bad to the Bone. That's the song that he chose to sing. You could go look up the lyrics to that song on your own. I mean, out of all the songs that he could have chosen, he chose that one. George Thorogood and the Destroyers? What is being destroyed? Bad to the Bone. Is he saying this about himself? Is he saying, yes, me, I, Rudy Giuliani, am bad to the bone? Is that what he's saying about himself? I don't know who made the song choice. That's why I didn't plan on talking about that very much, and I don't know how I would find that out. Whether Rudy chose it or whoever does the show. I don't know. But Bad to the Bone, George Thorogood and the Destroyers, singing, chirping, whatever. Yeah, so go ahead and look at this. Another thing, I said I think it's a rooster. I think he's dressed, when he's got the head of the costume on, that it looks to me like a very, very colorful rooster. Meow. You might say, no, this is what roosters look like. That's what you might be saying. I say no. This is Foghorn Leghorn from the Looney Tunes cartoons. And Foghorn Leghorn, he's a pretty famous, cartoon rooster. and his whole body is white, and the top of his head is brown with this big old beak. He's got a big mouth. That's what Foghorn Leghorn is known for, talking too much and thinking he's real smart when he's not. All right, and this, like I said, this part of it is called the coxcomb, and that's what made me think of rooster when I saw this. And I think I'm right about that. If I'm not right, let me know. But when people think of roosters, because most of us, like somebody like me, I grew up in a city. I have not ever been on a farm. I've never been like very close to farm animals: cows, pigs, sheep, goats, chickens. So people like me who grew up in the city and watch TV, this is our conception of of a rooster. And apparently they don't all look like this. Or like actually a lot of them don't look like this. They look more like this. Okay? This is what they look like. This is a colorful bird. Look at this. You've got this golden color here, then the red, then this beautiful like blue-green color, and then this is a gorgeous bird. An absolutely gorgeous poultry specimen. And this is very, or rather the other way around, this costume that Rudy is wearing, to me, is very reminiscent of this colorful bird, the rooster. All right, let me tell you a little more about the rooster. Okay, look at this. This connects to one of my other videos that I did recently, the Notre Dame fire video for my true crime thing. Look, spiritual lightning rod atop iconic Notre Dame spire found in rubble. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you don't know very much about the Notre Dame fire, a good place to start would be my video on the Notre Dame fire here. But the thing burned in 2019, and this is one day. Oh, for goodness sake, yeah. In 2019, this happened on April 15th, and the fire, I guess, officially ended on the next day, April 16th. And here's the New York Post doing a story about the Notre Dame, the spiritual lightning rod atop the iconic Notre Dame spire, the part that burned to a crisp, to cinders, found in the rubble. Incroyable. Okay, that means unbelievable in French. All right, they found the, I don't know what décombrer means in French, but les coques du haut de la flèche de Notre-Dame. Okay, so they found the spiritual lightning rod, the Weathervane, which is in the shape of a rooster. It survived on a wing and a prayer. The metal rooster that once sat atop Notre Dame's iconic spire was discovered by a worker combing through the rubble of the Gothic cathedral in Paris on Tuesday. Incredible. Oh, I guess that's a translation of this. I see I made myself look stupid for no good reason. Incredible. One of the members of the GMH Historique found the rooster of the top of the spire of Notre Dame in the rubble, tweeted Jacques Chanoux, president of the French Federation of Building, along with a photo of the worker cradling the bird sculpture. A spokesman for the Ministry of Culture confirmed to AFP that the cock, which topped the 300-foot spire, had been saved. It is dented but properly restorable, a Ministry of Culture source added to Le Parisien newspaper. 3 relics were stashed inside this rooster, but because the sculpture was smashed in, authorities haven't yet been able to verify that they are still there, the source added. Inside, listen to this, inside were a relic of Saint Denis, he's the patron saint of France, one of Saint Geneviève, and Sainte Geneviève, and what was believed to have been one of the 70 thorns from Jesus Christ's crown, added in 1935 by the Archbishop of Paris. Historians say that the rooster and... Excuse me? Okay, all right. Historians say that the rooster and its treasure served as a spiritual lightning rod to protect the faithful of the 850-year-old cathedral and all Parisians, according to the cathedral website. Okay. Rooster. Rooster. Okay. Now, we got more. Notre Dame's iconic rooster miraculously survives despite fire completely destroying the spire. I don't know what to think about this. I just don't. The rooster is said to contain relics of those being a thorn from Christ's crucifixion. This is the claim they're making. Officials claim that it could be restored to pristine condition. Okay. Notre Dame's iconic rooster This is also written... Oh no, this is written almost a year later, in 2020. Okay. The iconic metal rooster, which perched on top of Notre Dame's cathedral spire, was found amidst the rubble on Tuesday, and in what has been described as an absolute miracle, the rooster was spared from excessive damage. All right. They just found it. The sculpture of the rooster, an unofficial symbol of France, was recovered on Tuesday by a restorer picking through the debris. Oh, wow. Okay. Speaking to the Telegraph about the condition, a Ministry of Culture spokesman said that it was dented but could be restored. The fear was that it had been burnt and melted in the fire, he added. The rooster was of primary concern as it contains religious relics, like I said, one of the 70 thorns of the Holy Crown of Jesus Christ, along with remnants linked to Saint Denis, the former Bishop of Paris, and Sainte Geneviève, the patron saint of the French capital. But with the extent of the damage unknown, it is unclear if the relics were still inside, and the rooster had been handed over to religious authorities. Okay, look at this. This is the spire. Oh, this thing keeps jumping. It was perched on top, right up here. Right up here. Okay, right up here. And this is, it's over. It's crumbled. It's burnt. It's falling. The Parisien quoted an official who explained that the rooster statue had detached from the spire as it fell and had fallen on the good side, away from the fire. Bishop Patrick Chauvet said that the 850-year-old structure would take at least 5 to 6 years to rebuild after a blaze torched the roof and brought down... Oh, wait a minute. He said 5 to 6. This happened in 2019. Hold on. 9 and 6 is 2025. But Emmanuel Macron keeps insisting that it's going to reopen to the public in 2024, just in time for the Olympics. I don't know what to believe anymore. Okay, all right. The president of the French building... Okay. Astonishingly... Okay, I'm not worried about that. I'm kind of focusing on the roosters right now. The rooster, the unofficial symbol of France. Or is it Paris? I'm not sure. I have to read it again. But, The Prince of Wales, too, added that for the rest of the world outside of France, the Notre Dame represents one of the greatest architectural achievements of Western civilization. It is a treasure for all mankind. Okay, so the rooster. Okay, here it is. The Rooster Weathervane. So it's thought of as a weather vane. Atop the spire contained 3 relics. So you already know which ones they are. The rooster with relics intact was recovered from the rubble shortly after the fire. Do they have a picture of it? I could have sworn that they did. But I could be wrong as well, because I've been wrong before. Let me tell you. Could have sworn... maybe I was looking at another page. I was looking at another page, but this is not a teensy weensy little rooster. All right, on top of the spire. Ugh, what is this? Okay, so this is Saint Denis. This is his martyrdom was he was beheaded. Okay, so we don't have to get into that. Well, there it is. I knew I saw it. All right, the rooster reliquary atop the spire. It was found lightly damaged in the rubble after the 2019 fire. This is a spire picture from 2013. All right, this is the 19th. I guess this is the same one, right? Or is it? I think it's the same one. Chimeras, pictured in 1910 by Georges Rendon. 19th century spire. Huh. Thomas the Apostle with the features of okay. So this rooster, and I looked up and I can't remember where I read it, but a lot of cathedrals have roosters on top as weather vanes. Why? Because roosters traditionally, that's the stereotype of rooster. Yes, they crow all day long, but they're known for sort of crowing first thing in the morning. The second they see the sun, they're the first to see the sun, and they let everybody know about it. They crow to let you know that morning has broken. Okay. All right. So I said, when we think of roosters, we think of this. But, this is more accurate to what they look like. And this is definitely more accurate to what they look like. Beautiful multicolored birds. Loud as hell. Loud as hell. And what do roosters do? They crow. Crowing is another word for bad singing, which is what Rudy was doing on the show. His performance, he's not there because he's a singer. He's not there to, wow anybody with his beautiful voice. No, it was lousy. Lousy. All right? I think Rudy himself would agree that it was lousy. And his stated reason for being there, he just got a granddaughter. He wants to show her to try new things and be, courageous and whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. Sorry. I just don't. But he's dressed as this really colorful, what I think is a rooster, it's a bird in a box. Does this have to do with this? Bird box, the birds signaling danger is near. Or maybe it's not signaling danger. It's just that, people, I guess this movie was not very well received. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the tomato meter, but should we call it a flop? I don't know, because I haven't seen it. Maybe it's an awesome movie and I just need to see it for myself. But, bird box. The birds are there to signal that in the world of the movie, that danger is near. All right. Is that what? But in this movie, the birds in the box are not roosters. All right. No. But Rudy, in my opinion, he's dressed as a rooster, and he's crowing in his bird box, to announce something. His presence on this show, which was filmed in about February, I think. I don't want to lie, but I think it was filmed a couple of months ago in February of 2022. He's there to announce something. Not literally. He's not saying, okay, this is why I'm here. This shit's about to go down. No, he's not. That's not what he's saying. But his presence and I think the symbolic meaning of his outfit, the box, the fact that he's on this show at all, The Masked Singer, the fact that he probably knew it would cause controversy. In my analysis of Rudy's career and what he's done, oh yeah, I think he's sending some kind of message to whoever's paying attention. And no, that's not me. I'm just good at, in my opinion, I think, I don't have very many things that I'm good at in this world, in this life. but I'm good at deciphering images. This is an image. It's a performance. It's a work of art. It is what is called, you can look it up if you don't believe me, it's called performance art. That's what I think he's doing. And he's crowing to let us know something. Maybe he's letting us know that everything is okay. You know, maybe it's not a bad message. Maybe it's not a message that danger is near. Maybe it's the opposite of what the birds are there to warn about in this movie. Maybe he's trying to warn, or not warn, but like just announce and herald. He's a heraldic figure. Maybe he's heralding that everything's all right. The sun is rising anew. Anew. It's a new sun. It's a new morning. It's a new day. I'm going to have to do some research about that because I just stunned my own self with what I said. But, that's for a different video, for a different time. I got to work on it before I bring it to you. Maybe he's, like a rooster. Yeah, they crow all day, but they're known for being, alarm clocks in poultry form. Maybe that's what he's there to do. Tell us, if you're a conspiracy-minded person, which is cool. No problem. I'm here for it. Maybe Rudy's doing this to let us know everything's okay. Like the last couple of years have been a damn mess, but everything's going to be all right. I'm here to crow and let you know that I am seeing the sun. It's rising in the east. And it's going to be a good day on the farm. It's going to be a good day on the farm. I got to look some stuff up now. Now I just ruined myself mentally. It's a new... David, if you're listening. It's a new dawn. Golden dawn? I don't know. I have to look it up. But that's that. They keep calling him a clown. Is that an insult? These people don't like Rudy, which they're free to do. That's their opinion. But is that an insult? Are they saying, Rudy's a clown? Is that a good thing or a bad thing to be a clown? What's wrong with being a clown? It's a legitimate job. It's not stealing from people if you're a clown. You're working as a clown, right? Or is he a jester? Either way, clowns and jesters have their place in opera, which Rudy is a big fan of. Don't forget this article. It's a good one. Here he is again. Look at him. Oh my God, these glasses though. And like I'm telling you, whenever he takes them off and puts them back on and takes them off and puts them back on. Okay. And I don't know who chose the song. Somebody did. I don't know if it was Rudy or somebody else. If Rudy chose it, it definitely means something more than it looks like it means. In my opinion. Once again, this was all my opinion. If I'm crazy, okay, let me be crazy. I'm not hurting anyone. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, for goodness sake. Nothing wrong with that either. Be nice, be respectful. If I see anything that, is not okay, inappropriate, I'm gonna, your comment is gonna disappear. So, but, healthy debate, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Phew. Oh, other than that, Lisa, where are you? Yeah, I don't know. How'd you like the tea? Was it good? Was it hot enough for you? I hope you enjoyed the tea, because I love tea parties. Let me tell you, they make me so happy. Or coffee parties. I love tea parties. I love coffee breaks. That's when you have the best conversations. Tea and coffee, okay? Tea and coffee. But I had a marvelous time covering all of this, talking about all of this, letting all of my crazy ideas out into the world through this medium, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you are still here after an hour of listening to me ramble and talk all kinds of crazy, you know what? You're awesome, and I appreciate you. You're just wonderful, and hopefully you'll come back. just maybe out of morbid curiosity to see what other kind of nonsense I say in the future. So at this point in the video, I would love to be able to tell you what I'm going to do next, but I don't know what I'm going to do next. Like I said in this other video, my coffee break video. I'm going to do a Shining video that I think I'll mention Wendy. I'm going to do an art crimes video where I talk about money laundering in the art market and the potential for it or whatever. That should be a good one. What else? You know, if you like tea, coffee, gossip, stick around, come back. That's what I want to say at this point in the video. Thank you for watching, and if you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, comment if you feel compelled to comment, and subscribe so you can be notified. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified of future videos that I might do on all kinds of subjects. Shoo, I might even do a video on Donald Trump. You know, hopefully that'll get people talking. I'm trying to think of things that'll get people talking. If Rudy doesn't get you talking, I don't know what will. If it doesn't get you talking, if it doesn't get you thinking, you know, I ain't one to gossip. So, Rooster, Foghorn, the rooster on top of Notre Dame, and many other cathedrals. The miraculous recovery of this rooster with very little damage, and a relic of Christ's crucifixion, the thorn of one of 70 in it. Oh my God, Bird Box. The birds are there in the movie to signal and warn Sandra Bullock about danger. They chirp. All right. Opera blog. Jesters. All right. Jesters. Clowns. Hello. Is he willingly playing that role? Also, there's another possibility. Okay. That we have sayings, we have idioms that we use, and we're sometimes not even aware that we're using them. Well, crowing, like I said, is another word for bad singing, which is what he's doing on the show. He's singing badly, but he's there for a reason. There's also the idiom or phrase or whatever, singing like a bird. Singing like a bird. What does that mean when people say singing like a bird? You know, I won't say it, but that's another possibility. That's another possibility. At this point, I think he's announcing something. He's letting us, those of us who are paying attention, he's letting us know everything's going to be all right. And I think everything's going to be all right, so don't worry. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you know somebody who would be interested in this material. And until next time, when I find another reason to talk at you, probably, I shouldn't make any promises, but I really want to make that Shining video. We'll see if I can, if I have the energy and the strength to do it, but that's one of the ones on my list. But until then, until the next video, when I figure out a reason to talk at you, I wish you like a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful evening, a wonderful whatever. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and bid you bye-bye. So, bye-bye, everybody.